In this video, we are going to talk about how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomial expressions. So let us begin. Let us say if we have 4x squared plus 5x plus 7 plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 12. So how can add this to polynomial expression? If you know what to do, feel free to view the video and work out this particular example. What we need to do is combine like terms. 4x squared and 3 squared are like terms, so let's add them. 4 plus 3 is 7, so this is going to be 7x squared. Now 5x and negative 8x are like terms. 5 minus 8 is negative 3, and finally we can add 7 and 12, which together is 19. So that wasn't too bad, right? Let's try another example. Go ahead and try this one. 9x squared minus 7x plus 13 minus 5x squared minus 7x and minus 14. So go ahead and subtract these two polynomial expressions. Now the first things I will do is to distribute the negative sign to every term, and the right the sign will change on the left side. You can just open the partings. If there no number in front of it, you just rewrite as 9x squared minus 7x plus 13, and then if we distribute the negative sign to the other three terms, going to be negative 5x squared plus 7x plus 14. And now let us combine like terms, so we can combine those to 9 minus 5 is a 4, so it is 4x squared. Negative 7x plus 7 is 0, so they will cancel, and 13 plus 14 is 727. So this is the answer for the x squared plus 27. So here another problem that we can work on. 3x cubed minus 5x plus 8 minus 7x squared plus 6x minus 9. So let us dispute the negative sign just like we did before. So the first three terms will remain the same, and then we will have negative 7x squared minus 6x plus 9. So now let us go ahead and combine like terms. So there is no similar terms to a cube. There were only one x cubed term, so we are just going to bring it down and rewrite it. Likewise, this term is one of kind, so we are just going to rewrite. Now we can combine these two terms. Negative 5 minus 6 is a negative 11, and plus 9 is 17. So this is another answer. 3x cubed minus 7x squared minus 11x plus 17. Now what if we had numbers in front? Or would you do this case? What would you do case? So the first things we should do is distribute of 4 to these three terms. So 4 times 3x squared is 12x squared, and then 4 times 4x 6x, that is equal to 24x, and 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. Now let us distribute the negative 3 to the three terms on the right. Negative 3 times 2x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times negative 5x is positive 15x, and finally negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. So now let us combine like terms. 12 minus 6 is a positive 6. 24 plus 15 is 39. Negative 32 minus 21 is the negative 53. So this is now let us talk about how to multiply polynomial expressions. Let us start with the two polynomial. So let us say if we have 3x plus 5x minus x minus 3, we need to use the first method. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times a negative 3 is negative 9x. 5 times 2x is 10x. And finally 5 times negative 3 is a negative 15. So now at this point we can combine like terms. Negative 9 plus 10 is a positive. When the other two terms we can bring it down, so it is going to be 6x squared plus 1x minus 15. So that what you can do in order to multiply two polynomial together. Can do in order to multiply polynomial together. Now what if we to see expression that looks like this 2x minus 5 squared? How can you simplify this expression? If you see something like this, this simply means that you have two polynomials multiply to each other. So there is 2x minus 5. So let's do what we did in the last example. Let's for x times 2x is equal to 4x squared. X times negative 5 is negative 10x. Negative 5 times 2x is also negative 10x. And finally negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. So now let us combine these terms. Negative 10x minus 10x is negative 20x, and so this is the another answer. It is 4x squared minus 20x plus 25. Now what if we want to multiply, let us say, a polynomial by a trinomial? How can we do so? Now notice that when we multiply a polynomial with another polynomial, that expression with the two terms by other expression with the two times. Initially we got 4 terms before we added like terms. Now in this example we have polynomial which contains 2 terms and trinomial which has 2 times 3 is x. So when we multiply before we combine like terms, we should have 6 terms. So let's go ahead and multiply. 4x times x squared is 4x cubed. 4x times 3x is 12x squared. For x terms, negative 5 is negative 20x. Negative 2 times x squared is negative 2x squared. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. And negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10. So let us just double check and make sure that one didn't makes any mistakes. So I believe everything's good. Now let's go ahead and combine like terms. It is always good to double check your work. So this term is one of the kinds. So let us simply rewrite it. These two are like terms. 12 minus 2 is a 10, and these two are like terms. Negative 20 minus 6 is negative 26 x plus 10. But as you can see, before we combined like terms, notice that we have total of 6 terms initially. Anytime you multiply polynomial by trinomial, you will initially get 6 terms. Now what going to happen if we multiply trinomial by another rational trinomial? Go ahead and try it. So 3 times 3 is a 9 initially. Before we combine like terms, we should have 9 terms. So 3x multiply, we should have 9 terms. So 3x squared times 2x squared is 6 to the 4th power, and then 3x squared times 6x, that's going to be 18. 3 times 6 is 18x squared times x is x cubed, and then 3x squared times negative 4 is simply negative 12x squared. Next, we have negative 5x times 2x squared, that's negative 10x cube, and then negative 5x times 6x, which is the negative 30x, and negative 5x times negative 4. Wait, negative 5x times 6x is negative 30x squared. Is always good. Double check in the work. Negative 5x times negative 4 is 20x, and then 7 times 2x squared, that's going to be 14x squared, and then 7 times 6x is positive 42, and finally 7 times negative 4 is negative 28. So I am just going to take a minute and double check everything to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I believe everything is correct up to this point. As you can see, we have 9 terms at this point. Now let us go ahead and combine like terms. So we have 6x to the 4th, and we can combine these two. 18 minus 10 is a positive 8, and there is 3 terms with the x squared attached or negative. 12 plus 14 is the positive 2, and positive 2 minus 30 is negative 28. Now we have these two terms, to add it 40 to plus 20 is 62, and then past term, so that this is 60x to the 4th plus 8x cubed minus 28 x squared plus 62x minus 22. So now you know how to multiply terminal with the other terminal. Now what about divided in polynomial? Let us say if we wish to divide the terminal x squared plus 7x plus 15, actually instead of plus 15, let us say plus 12. Let's divide it by x plus 3. How can we do? So there's 3 things that you can do. You can factor, you can use long division, or you can use division. Let us divide it by factoring. To factor the terminal, we need to find 2 numbers that multiply to 12, but add it to 7. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 plus 47. So we can factor it like that. It is x plus 3 times x plus 4. Now we cancel these 2 terms. So therefore, it is x plus 4, so x squared plus 7x plus 12 divided by x plus 3 is x plus 4. So that how you can divide it to polynomial expressions by factoring. Just factor and cancel. Let us try another example. 2x squared minus x plus 6 divided by x minus 2. Now you can factor the numerator. It is factor and you can cancel, so you can use the other method. So we follow particular example. Let's use a long division. So I am going to put the denominator on the outside and the numerator on the inside. So first we are going to divide 2x squared by x. 2x squared divided by x is 2x. Now we are going to multiply 2x times x is 2x squared, and 2x times negative 2 is negative for x, and now subtract 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. So those two cancel, and then negative 1x minus negative 4x is the same as the negative 1x plus 4x, which is a positive 3x. 6 minus nothing or or 6 minus 0 is simply 6. So could bring the 6 down. Now let's try another example. Let's divide 2x squared minus 7x plus 6 pi x minus 2. Now numerator factor. We are going to use division. You can factor and cancel if you want, but let's start with the long division, and let's put the denominator on the outside and the numerator on the inside. So first let's divide 2x squared divided by x is simply 2x. So now let's multiply 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 2 is negative 4x, and now we are going to subtract 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. They cancel. Negative 7x minus negative 4x, which is the same as the negative 7x plus 4x. That is negative 3x plus 6 minus nothing, or 6 minus 0 is simply 6. We can bring the 6 down. So now let's divide it. Negative 3x divided by x is negative 3, and that let's multiply negative 3 times x is the negative 3x, and negative 3 times negative 2 is the positive 6. So now let us subtract negative 3x minus negative 3x, or negative 3x plus 3x is 0. 6 minus 6 is 0. So the remainder is 0. Therefore, the equal is to 2x minus 3. So that how you can divide it polynomial expression using long division. Now let us see if we can get the same answer using, let us write the coefficient of the numerator, which are 2 negative 7 and 6, and now we are divided it by x minus 2. If you said this equal to 0, x is 2, so we are going to use 2 here instead of negative 2. Let's bring down 21 times 2 is 4, and negative 7 plus 4 is a negative 3. So you get multiply, add, multiply, and add. So first 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and 6 plus negative 6 is 0. So this is the remainder. Negative 3 is the constant, and 2 has the x, which so is 2x. When you divide 2x squared by x, you are going to get 2x. So this first term is x to the first power on you. You can divide it polynomial by factoring by using long division or division. So that is for the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to find more algebra